very warm welcome and a very good evening to you. Sending lots of love out to each and every one of you on this Sunday evening. So it's just about time to start. So just before you get yourselves too comfy, there's an invitation to just get a pen or pencil and a post-it if you can find a post-it. Not that you may have a post-it handy. Or a bit of paper or a scrap of paper just so you can write something down a little bit later on. So a little bit different this evening. I'm going to do a settling practice, so a dropping in to the moment practice, which I don't know how your days have been, but I'm at the end of a really long, exhausting week. So I'm really looking forward to dropping into practice this evening. So we'll do a practice first. Then what I'd like to do is offer you, it's a kind of spin on what's known as the 3-step breathing space from the mindfulness-based stress reduction practice. So I'd like you to write down the acronym for it, and then I'll teach you the practice. So that'll all become clear a little bit later, but yeah, if you've just got a couple of moments just to get yourself a pen or pencil and a little bit of paper. Like I say, a post-it would be amazing, but it might just be a scrap of paper and that's fine. And of course you can always use your phone. For those of you that aren't technophobes, you can probably keep on Facebook Live and write a little note on the phone as well. So just me, techno dinosaur, that might not be able to get my head around that. So just inviting you to, once you start to get settled, to find a posture which feels really supportive to you. So this could be sitting upright, using a straight back chair, pulling your back away slightly if this feels comfortable. Or if you've got an achy back, if you've been doing a lot of exercise or gardening, whatever, then just putting a cushion maybe behind the lower back to protect and lean the back if you wish. And there's always the opportunity to rest on the bed or the floor, whichever feels most comfortable and supportive for you to practice this evening. So an opportunity to practice either with your eyes open or your eyes closed. And now just inviting you to sit with a sense of purpose. So the intention to come to this mindfulness practice. And we don't need perfect practice, we don't need perfect environment or perfect conditions. So sometimes we can think that it's not the right time to do a mindfulness practice because we're not feeling that great. But actually this is a really good time to stop and do a mindfulness practice. So yeah, I feel like it's just the right thing to do. I'm very tired from having 3.5 days of lecture on Zoom, and preceding that was 3 long days at work. So just checking in is really helpful. Really good to stop and notice, dropping into the moment. So as you drop into the moment tonight, just see what's here for you, and if you can, and as best as you can, welcome it all. No need to be perfect. No need to be all totally relaxed or anything like that. Just really inviting you to notice what's here exactly as it is, exactly as you find yourself. So we can turn up and show up just as ourselves, 100% human beings in this moment. So mindfulness is the opportunity to be present and to cultivate an awareness of the present moment. This ability to let go a little bit of what's happened before or what may happen later. This opportunity to be with things exactly as they are in the present moment, with a sense of curiosity and a kindliness towards whatever's here. No need to fight it away or resist it, just rolling out the welcome mat to what's already here. And so as you find yourself in the present moment, inviting you to allow the feet to be in contact with the ground, really sensing into the soles of the feet, the temperature, the pressure points and weight of the feet in contact with the ground, the heels in contact with the bed, and scanning up through the legs to the place where the tops of the legs and the buttocks are in contact with the chair, and really sensing into the contact. You already may be judging, oh, not this same settling again, but actually it's the familiarity and the effort and the continuation of checking in, because each moment is a new moment. As the attention arrives in the feet or the seat, just noticing what's here in this moment, right now. Coming up close to the sensations of pressure, contact of clothing, a sense of the weight of the body going downwards, down through the legs and through the feet, really sensing that contact, scanning up through the top of the body, sense of upliftment in the spine, the backbone, relaxing the shoulders if there's any tension here in the shoulders, opening out across the chest, balancing the head on the top, and the hands and arms just resting either on the lap or down by the sides of the body. And just allowing your whole self to be here exactly as you are. And so a real sense of the whole of the body sitting or laying here. From the tips of the toes and the tips of the fingers, right up to the crown of the head. And then inviting you to tune into the sensations of breath. The breath, breathing the body. And really narrowing the focus of awareness to the breath and the sensations of the breath. Perhaps joining the breath on the in-breath. Following the in-breath for the full duration. And then the turning around where the in-breath becomes out-breath. And then following the out-breath for the full duration. And if the mind wanders off, as it will, beginning again when you notice the mind has been hijacked, and come back to the breath and the sensations of this breath. And remembering that the mind has a life all of its own. We spend most of our lives in this busy thinking mode. And so dropping in to this moment, bringing the attention to this breath and this breath. and not berating yourself. Nothing's gone wrong. Nothing has failed if the attention goes off elsewhere. Simply recognizing this and then bringing the attention back to this breath. And it might help if the mind is incredibly busy, if you've had a really busy day at work or with family or whatever you've been doing. It may help to say silent words for the breath, such as breathing in or breathing out. Or just in and out. It may help to count the breath, so perhaps counting for 3 on the in-breath, 3 on the out-breath. It really is an opportunity to allow this practice to support you in whichever way you feel is best. What's important is the quality of the attention and the attitude of kindliness and curiosity to each moment that you bring to the sensations of either the breath or the contact of the body. Noticing if there's any judgment going on and simply noticing this and let it be, let it go. And again coming back to the sensations of the breath. Breath, breathing into and out from the body. And trusting that this practice has been supporting people for centuries. This practice of mindfulness-based stress reduction has been part of a curriculum for 40 odd years now, supporting millions of people, helping to reduce the symptoms of anxiety, improving sleep quality, improving deep sleep quality. Just simply allowing things to be exactly as they are. The body resting here on the chair or the bed. This stable container. And the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing if the mind is elsewhere, and then gently and lightly escorting it back to a sense of this breath. And then riding on the sensations of the breath. Just this breath. So you may be counting the breath if this helps. Or you may be silently saying words for each in-breath and each out-breath. Your attention may be with the contact of the body, or even sounds. Just allowing the attention to be in one place at one time as best as you can. So the invitation during this practice is to tether the attention to one place rather than hopping from the breath to contact to sound. Just choosing one place to tether the attention. Noticing the attention has been hijacked and wandered off. And then coming back to this anchor to the present moment. With patience, kindness, just this breath in this moment. Slowing down the heart rate, lowering the blood pressure, supporting the immune system. So inviting you now to expand the awareness to taking a sense of the whole of the body, sitting here breathing. And if the eyes have been closed, just very gently opening the eyes. Taking in sights and colours, light and shade. And then either listening to the next part of this exercise, or you can take your pen or pencil and your little bit of paper and just write down the words or the letters support, but if you write them down the left hand side of the page. So you're just writing SUPPORT down the left hand side of the page. And next to the S, it means stop. The U is for unpack. The P is for prepare. The next P for posture. The O is for orientate. The R is for rest. And the T is for take. So you should have stop, unpack, prepare, posture, orientate, rest, and T for take. So hopefully, even though my brain's frazzled, that spells support. So now you've written that down, that's going to be a reminder of a practice that you can do a few times a day. Actually, it's really helpful if you set an alarm on your phone or a reminder with maybe little stickers around the house, on the fridge, kettle, mirror, wherever. So it's really advisable to try and do this at least 3 times a day and see how you get on. So for now, just putting your pens down and your papers down and just going through each step of this exercise so you can become a little bit acquainted with it. So the first step is to stop. So you may be stood up, you may be walking. So in the first instance, we literally just stop. So allowing yourself to stop. You can either sit down or stand. That's the first step, is to stop. And then the second step is to unpack. So unpacking as in noticing what's here, just like we did at the beginning of the longer practice. So we could notice perhaps sensations in the legs or the body. We could notice a busy mind. Just really unpacking and getting a sense of what might be here in the moment. And then the first P is to prepare. So we're going to prepare to do things a little bit differently. So if we've been sat in a certain posture, then the first P is to prepare, and the second P is posture. So changing your posture slightly to sit, maybe upright, or if you're standing, maybe bring your feet in a little bit closer, just changing this posture with a sense of purpose. And then the O is to orientate, so to bring a narrow focus of awareness to either the contact of the feet or the seat or the breath, just as we have done in the longer practice before. So orientating the awareness to a narrow focus of the breath or the contact of the body. Now each stage of this can be done for as long or as short as you've got time for. So you could stay with the orientation of the breath or the contact, the narrow focus, for as long as you need to until you start to feel settled and maybe shifted in some way. And the R is to rest. So to rest with this sense of awareness with the breath or the contact for as long as is needed or is available. And then the T is to expand the awareness once again to a whole sense of the whole body, and then taking this new sense of ease into the rest of the day. So just to recount that, because it's a really helpful practice. Step 1 is to firstly stop, really just to stop. Step 2 is to unpack. So unpack what's here in a wide perspective of the body and the mind. What's going on? Really unpacking. There may be strong emotion. There may be strong physical sensations. So we're just unpacking this and noticing. The next step is to prepare. So we're going to prepare that we're going to make a difference, and the next step is posture. So really changing this posture, shifting the posture. And then the O is a narrow focus to orientate the attention to the breath or to the contact of the body. And the R is to rest here a while. Rest with the sensations of the breath or rest with the contact, whichever is most helpful. And then the final step, so widening the awareness to take in a sense of the whole body and taking this sense of ease into the next moments of your day. So this exercise can be done if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, if anxiety is quite high because you've got lots of things going on. It's a really good opportunity to stop and do this exercise. Or if everything is smooth and running beautifully, then it's still a fantastic exercise to do. So we can really notice that things are great. Really noticing and savouring that things are great. So either way, it's a great exercise. So that's it for this evening. I know it's run over a little bit, but that's because I really wanted to share that exercise. Because for the next week or so, I'm not going to be doing the live videos because I've come to a point where I've got 2 huge assignments to do for university. As many of you know, if you know me, I'm doing a degree in mindfulness-based approaches, and the hand-in dates are really approaching, and so I need as much time and as much energy as I've got to commit to these assignments, which are very exciting, but I do need to dedicate time. So I will be back, and I shall look forward to coming back. But in the meantime, there's over 40 live Facebook videos that I've done over the past 8-9 weeks. So you can tune in to any of those. It's a really good opportunity, if you have been enjoying the practice, to maybe find a little bit of your own practice. So set in your alarm for 15-20 minutes and doing some of the practice without guidance, by yourself, with yourself fully. It's a great opportunity. And there's also many great people. I've got university colleagues that are offering Facebook Lives. John Kabat-Zinn is still doing a daily practice at 7 p.m. on YouTube or Zoom. You can go to Wisdom 2.0 conference and find the links to that. So there really is an awful lot of support out there, but the greatest support is the support that you can give to yourself by offering yourself this opportunity to stop, notice what's going on, tethering your attention, giving that busy mind something to do, something to bring your attention to, and just really taking really good care of yourselves. So go well, and if you need any kind of tips or you've got any comments to make, then just please do get in touch. And let's see where we are the next time I come to do some more Facebook Live sessions with you. So thanks for joining if you have so far, and I'll see you again very soon. Lots of love to you all. Bye for now.